talking about the report card comments. So once you've downloaded a Google Sheet, it's important for you now to prepare your Google Sheet for report card comments. So I can create a column at the end of this on my Google Sheet called comments and checked by. Your department might assign more than one person that's going to be checking it. So if there's more than one person, then you will create 2 check by columns. It depends on how your department is managing this process. Just a full stop away there. Okay, now we want to do effective report card comments for each of these students that are in this class. What we've done is we've prepared for you a set of comments that's going to be shared with all of you. The comments are divided into 2 types of students. One is male and female students that are well behaved with no behavioral problems. The other one is male and female students who are behavioral problems. Now, when I talk about behavioral problems, they're disengaged, they're not doing homework, etc. So we've divided them into these 2 categories. We've also gone and divided them into 5 different types of students. So your low achiever students, those are the students who are achieving less than 60%. Then there are the what is called the medium achievers, low medium, your medium achievers, a high medium achiever, and then obviously your excellent student. You'll notice that for the excellent student and the high medium student, there shouldn't be behavioral problems, so there's no comments for them. The block has been grayed out. I suggest when you get this that you replace the subject name everywhere with the subject that you're going to be using it for, and then what you could do is you can put in the topics that you feel that you've covered this semester, put all of them in there, then you can just eliminate them when you copy and paste. So in every single report card comment, the focus is on the following. What was the student doing wrong in class, the behavioral aspect that led to the student not doing progress in? Put in all the topics that the student really did not grasp. You'll find that from your final results. Then he needs to focus on, he created good progress in what's the topic he did well in, and then what are the topics that the student needs to focus on. Then it is suggested that I think as a department, you can look at some strategies that you can recommend to students. Obviously, a student who's just mildly disengaged and just needs to do a little bit of work, maybe you do not want to suggest for that student focus group, but revising, maybe giving revision exercises, putting them on Google Classroom, etc., etc. It's up to you as a department and up to you as the subject teacher to find strategies in which you are going to assist the students to improve in the topics that they did bad in. Replace everywhere where it says subject with the name of your subject. So if this is going to be chemistry, I will grade 11 chemistry. I will put there grade 11 chemistry or just chemistry. Algebra 1, algebra 2, whatever the subject might be. So each of you are going to get a set of comments like this from which you can choose the type of student that you're working with. Now, here I have a graded grade book that I'm ready. I've now got the algebra here in front of me. It's Mr. Ehop's class. I'm gonna do this one. So let's say, for example, the grades are here, but obviously once you've returned the grades, then doing the comments might also be easier. But you also have your Google Classroom that you can go back to in order to double check on these grades. So you can open up your Google Classroom next to you, where you can then also reconfirm the topics that the student was doing badly in and the topics that might need attention. Okay, so let's go back to my comments list, my Google Sheet that I prepared. It's easier to work with the Google Sheets because making changes on it, filling things in are easier, and yes, all your names already, so everything is in one place. Right, so now I'm going to go to the student, look at the student, and I say, well, this is a female student. Let's say this is a student that is very disengaged, not doing homework, failed the exams, not doing well. I'm going to go to this low achiever column. I'm going to select female component of it. I'm going to copy that comment and put it into my grade book in the allocated spot. Now, when you double click on that cell, the cell is actually going to open up for you to work in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to replace the name with the name of the student, which is Afra, which I can see here next to me. And the subject, I suggest that you do the subjects before you even start, so it won't be necessary for you to do this. She sometimes fails, and then she has shown good progress in. So now let's say, for example, you've added some topics in here. You can just delete the topics that's not needed. So she showed some good progress in solving break expressions. But she needs to focus on quadratic functions, comma, and so you can carry on naming all the topics that the student is not doing well in. It is suggested that now I can create some strategies. Let's say this is a student who didn't fail that badly, but obviously it's a failing student, so it's suggested she attends my focus groups every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. to improve her understanding of Algebra 1. And then here I also have to put in a name. Afra is expected to do the exam reflection on Google Classroom, where feedback was given on the work that was completed during her semester 1 open book exam. Right, so this is the comment. Now the comment is ready for checking, and obviously we can now go and, oh, I put it in the wrong place by the looks of it. No, I didn't. I'm going to reduce this to 75%, make it easier. There we go. Easy to see if you reduce it to at least about 75%. Okay, so my comment is ready for somebody to come in and to check my comment. Okay, so you'll do this for every student. The other thing that is now also really important is once the students get their exams back, is for you to go to your class exams, and at every single exam you are going to add, you can just go to your edit, and you are going to add or create an exam reflection document. Now, yeah, we've created one already, and we're going to make it can view only, so that the students actually need to make a copy so they can complete it. The reason why we are going to do our exam reflection is it's really, really important for the students to realize what went well, even better if, and what they think their next step should be. So the students will complete these 3 columns and give feedback. They will do reflection on the exam. This is their reflection. You've reflected, you've given comments. They need to reflect on their mistakes. They need to go and do improvements. That's why we say effective feedback is not giving them the answer, but it's giving them some guidance so that they can see if they can get to the correct answer themselves. After the exam, obviously, you can come here and you can upload the answer key. But first, let them do reflections. Let them figure out what the answer should be. Find out what did they do well in, what went well, even better if what was the topics that they struggled in, what do they think they should do to improve. This is a commitment from them, and then this can be a small short comment from you, even a book or a voice note in which you can respond to every student's reflection. So this is really, really important. So you are going to do effective feedback on each of the exams that you have graded for your students, so that the students can see your feedback. You are going to create comments using a prepared comments, where you have to put in 3 things what went well, the topics that went well, the topics that didn't go so well, as well as the strategies that you will apply to assist the student improving. You have to create those for each student on a grade list, which you can download from your Google Classroom. So when you're in your Google Classroom, you will download this Google Sheet. Very easy. You do it at the when you are at the task. Just a reminder, when you are in the task and you open it up, you can go here to the settings wheel. First open the task so all the work is here. Go to the setting wheel and say copy all grades to Google Sheets. It's going to create this Google Sheet for you on which you can then see the students' names. You would be able to see their grades. You'd be able to go back and look at the grades that the students got, and you'd be able then to put your comments in. Right, if there are any questions, also, just to repeat it, when you are finished, you will go back to your Google Classroom and you will add to the Google Classroom instructions. You are going to edit it and you are going to add or create. You are going to create a Google Doc like we've created over here, call it exam reflection, and you'll create a grid. What went well, even better if my next steps, you just insert table, and just choose your 4 blocks. And the students will complete this. You are going to only leave a comment over there. That's the only part that you will play the student after the students have done reflection. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to bug me and ask me what to do. Thank you.